Give you pretty much all this side and the back of the camper trailer setup as cover. I've hit a bit of a problem. It stops there and it gets
losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack.
So we're over at the Old Boys. We've stripped down everything pretty much but the tyres off the trailer, and we're hitting it with the grinder, just with a flappy disc for now, and we're going to get a wire brush to go around all the other bits. So just going to clean him all up, rub him back a bit so he's ready for painting. So that's the first coat, all on the outside. The inside's still got to be done, but it's going to be hidden, so that's not a major issue. Just got the tailgate, rear light covers, and these are the frames that hold the awning on. Looking good. I get lost in the feeling. I just need a win. I'm gonna find my meaning. I can make a change. I wanna play the game. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within. I get lost in the feeling. Just need a win. We're back at the Old Boys' place, putting on the second coat. The Mast Up Warrior. So just doing under the back. We have Sikaflexed up all the corners inside. Bit rough, but also put little dabs everywhere I thought might be a bit thin and might leak through. We're just going to paint straight over the top of it. It'll all be covered because we're covering in the top of this, so it's not going to matter too much. But yeah, the trailer back home, she's all painted up. Yeah, I've been over at the Old Boys' place and we've hit her with a bit of smoky grey, I think it was. So she's all painted up, ready to finish her off. So we've got a bit to do. Got to put these brackets back on. I've sort of started wiring up, but then I forgot I need a number plate light on this side, so I've got to join in the number plate light wires for there. we need to mount the number plate properly, and I want to just seal up these holes for a test run. I want to put the seal on the back gate and see how watertight she is, just to make sure she's watertight. Otherwise I'll climb underneath if there is any holes and whack a heap of Sikaflex in there and try and seal it up, make sure it's all good. Jobs to do. We need to. We've got to put a top on this, and I want to brace it probably with some bits of steel in 3 spots to take the weight of the rooftop tent. Once that's on there, we'll mount the kitchen. I got a kitchen for the tailgate. Mount that, Sikaflex it on so it's all sealed on as well. Sikaflex all this on, lights, everything needs to go on. We do need to jump underneath it and some preventative maintenance, a bit of sound deadening or something like that. We need to whack the rear legs back on it. A few other little things, check the bearings, check all the springs, make sure it's ready to go. Chuck the spare wheel on, put the jockey wheel on. I'm going to have a detachable jockey wheel this time. I've got the bracket for that, so mount all that up and she is then ready to roll. Mount the tent on, mount the awning on. If I get time, I'm going to look into building some boxes that'll go in front of the kitchen to fill this front area. I'll see how we go for time. We've got the jockey wheel on, spare tyre's just sitting on top there, it's not bolted down or anything. Hitch is on, we've got the rear number plate on with the number plate light and a new plug for that as well. Lights are on so we can get it home. I've added this seal on. We've had to just grind back down. There was a bit of a rough edge in there with a step down, and we've ground them back, those 2 corners, and it's dropped the leaking down majorly. Thinking I might run a bit of foam across the bottom as well, just to help support that. So to seal the lid off, we've got a big sheet of ply. Probably overkill what I've got, but that's what I've got. It will fit inside the edges, straight inside. So I'm going to cut these lengths down. We'll have 2, 3 of them. Bit of 35 by 35 box, and we're going to run them in 3 places across the top, and they will be bolted straight down into the trailer. 1 bolt on each 6 points, bolting that down, and we'll screw the ply up to the actual beams. So it'll help hold the ply up while we Sikaflex the ply in. So we're going to Sikaflex up all the edges just to seal it all in. And then we've just got to seal up this back end as well. So we've got to make it drop down a little bit for this back gate to meet that. Put an extra edge along there. I've got one made. They're 1290 long on the long side. Cut it on a 45 so that I should be able to get a bolt down in there. And we just got a nice big bolt going straight down through it. And obviously we'll have to put a nut and a washer up underneath there. I've got it 300 from the front, so that's from here. Another mark here at 1050, which should be about halfway. And then 1800, which is just from about 300 from the back. So that's what we've got. We got one of them made, crossbar, which will support the rooftop tent, and bolt down there. It'll also support the ply. Will be screwed up into it and glued, obviously, Sikaflexed on, Sikaflexed into the edges, so that it all sits in there nice and tight, and that should take the weight of the rooftop tent, 3 of them. So that's one done, just needs paint. Got to slice that up and make another 2. So she's got a bit of a gap down this side. Across the front, push that corner up a little bit more. And then there's another big gap through the center here. But that's the idea. Top 10 will sit on top of those bars, so we've got to Sikaflex it all in there. So we've Sikaflexed and screwed these on, screwed from up underneath. You can see one there. There's 5 screws per bar, 15 screws holding it, plus the Sikaflex should be fine. Next step is to actually Sikaflex it in there when we do it, and I've got to dock the end off to match the gate, so we'll probably do that now. Might have finished him off a little bit too close. Only this end. It's a little bit close on that end. This end looks not too bad. Gonna have to add a piece to come down. There's a bit of a step up there so that it can seal up against it. Well, we got the top on. She's not bolted down, but she's Sikaflexed in right along the edges. Got tape on there, so I'll peel that off tomorrow, right across the front and down the other side. I've also got tape on the inside. I've taped it up from underneath so that it wouldn't drop down through. So yeah, she's glued down or glued in. We'll just have to do these bolts up probably tomorrow, something like that. Pull all that tape off tomorrow. I might even, I don't know, might put a strip of plastic or alloy across that edge just to help seal it again. Give it a double seal. I just thought of it then. Run that around this whole top. So we'll see what happens. That's getting closer and closer.